I have not been on the trail since my cataract surgery. There have been so many really, really triggering things of cult torture for me and of trauma and hard things. So the surgery itself was incredibly triggering of cult torture. And it was on Halloween, which is a really hard night. And then um, Matilda dying, who was the youngest of the five girls who I read to, was incredibly hard and is hard. And then the US election. I'm Canadian, but it scares me so much, the hate that is in the world and that is visible in the world. I'm used to the hate being there constantly in the cult torture when I was growing up and for years later when I was still being tortured, but that it feels like it's unmasked. And the amount of hate towards like women, black, brown, indigenous people, queer and trans people, disabled people, any marginalized group scares the heck out of me, the way it is being normalized, because that happens in cult. And I know it's different and it still scares me, all that hate. But the eye surgery, all of that was hard, really hard. And with Matilda, there's grief and depression and sadness. And with the eye surgery, it triggered so much cult stuff, cult torture. Trigger warning in case you need it. The cult used to put needles in my eyes. So like and I didn't know that they were going to knock me out, give me an IV, that it was going to be on a surgery table. Of course, that makes sense, but I didn't know that. And they had said I would be aware of what happened, but they knocked me out. And they didn't use a painkiller because I was so scared of nausea because they were knocking me out. And they were using like the fastest, like one that they use for colonoscopy. And I was glad about that. I have so many triggers around surgery and medical procedures that go down to cult torture. And the medical personnel were not trauma informed, and there was one or two kind ones, but there were so many triggers of cult torture, and I felt traumatized after. And then, because I have really bad eyesight, I'm very nearsighted. I have one eye that is still nearsighted and has the cataract. And I've realized since the cataract surgery, the cataract is putting like a grayness over the world or a darkness as well as impeding my vision because I see color differently now. So one eye is really nearsighted with a cataract and the other eye has been operated on. There's like a month in between. And it means that my vision is really off, that I'm seeing almost double, that I don't have proper depth perception. I've had to hang on to banisters when I'm going down the stairs so I don't fall. And I feel like I'm going to fall when I walk. I can't see properly. And then when I put on my glasses, even with my regular glasses, the rainbow ones, when I put them on, even with one lens popped out, or I have two, like reading glasses and distance. So my reading glasses with the lens covered, the world tilts. I see worse than double, and I feel really nauseous. So it has not been very good that way, but that will change in, well, pretty soon, which I am dreading. I will have the next eye done. It'll be good when it's over. And then my vision will get better. I will still need glasses for close up, especially, but also for distance because I have such bad vision and I couldn't afford higher lenses. This is government paid for because I'm Canadian. So it'll get better. But right now, it's a little hard. And so I haven't been on the trail in all my videos, or most of them have been from drafts, unless you see me wearing these glasses. And these are nothing glasses. They are just blue blocking glasses, blue light blocking. But I feel like I need them as someone who is neurodivergent, where the glasses feel like a shield for me with sensory input in the world. So, and I had glasses since I was maybe 10 or 12. So I'm wearing these in between, but they don't help anything except maybe sort of psychologically. So I was almost completely out of drafts of ones that were appropriate for this time of year, so I'm back out here again. There has been so many hard things in the world, and then all of us have hard things in our lives at different times, and I really hope that if you are also struggling, that you talk to someone, that you reach out to your friend, that you talk to a therapist, that you talk to a partner, and that you know that you're not alone and we can get through things together. It helps so much to share the burden with someone who can hear you and who can give you compassion and empathy and who cares. And I really hope you have that. And if you don't have that, please keep looking.